What's up, everyone? I appreciate you watching the video. If you watch my other two videos, I did test and review on these MAKITA subcompact drills. This is their impact driver and this is their drill driver. And what I found surprising in between the two tests was that this drill driver was driving in various fasteners pretty much as fast, if not maybe faster, than the impact driver. And I found that odd because this impact driver is rated for, I think, 1200 or a little over inch-pounds torque, and this drill driver is only rated, I think, at 350 inch-pounds. So I found it weird that on a few different fasteners, this was driving them in just as fast as the impact driver. So I wanted to, from those two videos, I wanted to do one quick video side by side and just run both of them and see if it really is faster and kind of see what happens here. So I'll go through kind of the same fasteners I did before, just a few standard screws, nothing crazy, and just see what happens. So starting out here are just 1.5-inch drywall screws. I've got them started just a little bit, and I'll go one in each hand at the same time and see what happens here. 3, 2, 1. So that was actually pretty darn close. I did stop this one, I think, when I stopped here, and this drove maybe a bit quicker and buried it a bit more, but I'd say really overall that's pretty hard to tell. I'll try it again with just a couple more. Get them started. It's hard to tell with a shorter fastener like this, but I'd say really it was pretty dang close. So I'll switch hands now and see what happens. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, definitely on that smaller fastener, the impact driver's definitely driving it down quicker, and as you can see, I'm not reacting very well. I buried this one, but I think still for the torque difference between these two, I'm surprised at how well this one's doing. I'm going to step it up to a bit bigger screw here just to get a little bit more run time out of it. So this, I believe, is a 2.5-inch kind of like cabinet screw. So we'll do the same thing, one in each hand, and see what happens. 3, 2, 1. Now that I'm surprised on. So on the smaller fastener, the impact driver, I'd say beat the drill. But stepping up to a little bit longer and larger shank screw, the drill felt faster, quite a bit faster on that one actually. Let me try that again. I'll switch hands. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I mean, I'm reacting a little bad. I'm cutting it off, but the drill definitely beat the impact driver. I'm trying to figure out how that works with this having like 3 or 4 times as much, probably 4 times as much torque than this. You know, you're going 350 inch-pounds up to 1200 or so inch-pounds. So I'm trying to wrap my head around how that's working. Try a couple of other ones here just for another test. Get it started. These ones are a bit shorter, but they're a thicker shank. So I don't know, that might make a little bit of a difference. We'll find out. Again, just get them started and we'll see what happens with these. 3, 2, 1. Had the trigger locked out on the impact. Let's try that again. Restart this. Alright. Got the trigger good. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I thought that was gonna happen. I don't think these bits I've got are the best for these screws. Stripped it out. needed a little bit thicker Phillips bit on there. I'm just going to go ahead and jump to these then. These are a 3-inch construction screw, and that'll probably help me out also just because they're star bit and should help prevent it from stripping out. Alright, so we'll get these started. Those are started. Again, 3-inch construction screw, a little longer, thicker shank. They're a Torx bit, and by the way, I'm running these drills. They're both on a 5-amp battery. Both of them are fully charged, so it should be an even playing field in terms of battery between the two. So 3-inch screw. We'll see what happens this time. 3, 2, 1. Again, the drill beat it. I'm still very surprised by this. I'm trying to figure out how that works. I don't know if it's a RPM thing, and that on a smaller screw like this, the torque isn't as much of a factor, or what's doing it here. Do another one. I'm going to switch hands. So again, 1200, I think 1240 inch-pounds against 350 inch-pounds, and this is in speed 2. We'll see what happens again. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I mean, still clear each time. The drill's overtaking the impact driver. I'm surprised by this too. I never really realized this because almost all the projects I do are woodworking stuff, so I'll usually have a drill bit in this one to put my pilot hole, and then I'll follow up with this one to drive the screw in. So I almost have never in like 2 years used my drill for driving screws. I'm almost always using the impact driver, so I thought it was just better. I never really thought that, you know, this might be better for driving a screw, so I'm kind of caught off guard here. Give it one more shot, see what happens again, just get kind of 3 out of 3. Get the 2 started. Alright, so again, impact over here, 1200 inch-pounds against drill with 350. 3, 2, 1. That one felt significant. Let me do one more. I might have jumped the gun with the drill. We'll give it one more try, but I think there's another factor here at play other than the torque of the gun. I think it might be RPM. Because it must just, with the small, like, these aren't overly large fasteners, and it must be more about RPM here than it is about torque. So let's, I'll do one more, and then see what happens. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, again, I think clear winner is the drill. I'm really surprised behind this, and what kind of led me to try this out was in my other video, I wanted to see how fast this impact driver could drive a 6-inch structural screw like this, leg screw. And in my other video where I reviewed the drill, I decided to just give it a shot. I didn't think it was going to do it, but it was able to drive this both in speed 2 as well as speed 1. And kind of surprised me on that as well, that it was capable of driving this larger screw. I know the subcompact line like this doesn't have obviously as much torque as some other drills out there, so that kind of caught me off guard, and I started thinking between some of these other tests I did of, it seemed odd that this with 350 inch-pounds was pretty much outgunning the 1240 inch-pounds of impact driver. And I'm trying to look here, I'm thinking it might be RPM. So if I'm reading this right, this is 1700, I guess, revolutions per minute in speed 2. And this one is, that's hammering, or no, revolutions. This is 3900 revolutions per minute. So you're going 3900 RPM versus 1700 RPM. Speed 1's 500 RPM, speed 2's 1700 RPM. and then on the impact it is 1600 up to 3900 RPM. So even at the lowest speed of your variable speed trigger, it is almost as fast as speed 2 on this. So that I'm also surprised about, because I would have thought this was going to be a higher RPM, and that might be why it was driving the screws faster. So I don't know, I'm trying to figure this out. If anybody has a better thought on that, leave it in the comments, but I can't really wrap my head around why a much lower torque drill with lower RPM is driving fasteners consistently faster than an impact driver with 4 times the torque and also like 3 times or 2.5 times the RPM. I don't know if it has to do with the hammering action of the impact. I don't know, I'm kind of struggling to figure that out, but that's why I kind of want to do this video of a side by side and see what happens. And like I said, it all kind of came out of me being surprised by this drill with only 350 inch-pounds was driving this structural lag screw like with no problem. So that's kind of all I want to do today on the video, show kind of impact driver versus the drill and the comparison with the different torque values, as well as just I did the other reviews of these separately and some other MAKITA tools. I'm just really happy overall with how this MAKITA subcompact line runs. These drills are really great. I've had them for 2 years and have not let me down yet. So appreciate anyone that took the time to watch the video today. If you want to, please consider subscribing. I'm trying to do some more content of different things I'm doing in my garage with tools and other projects, and appreciate the time. Thank you.